Hey folks, welcome to Market Intraday Analysis by InTheMoneyStocks.com, your leaders in pure technical analysis, avoiding all that Wall Street hype. This video is for Wednesday, October 30th, 2012. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. Well, folks, the markets remain flattish on the day. You can see we had a little bit of a gap up this morning, then sold off, came down to that key 140.90 level on the SPY, which is right here, had a bounce off of it, then got below it, but never confirmed. In addition, you got a nice little bottoming tail right there, which told you without confirmation, a reversal was likely. All right, so the market's again giving a little bit of a buy signal there. I happen to be a buyer right in this range around here, and I'm up on the trade nicely. I'm actually still holding the trade on the long side using the SSO, which is 2 times long the SPY, getting a little bit more bang for my buck. The volume is dead today, which also gave me a little bit of a neutral-ish to buy side level right there at that 140.90 level on the SPY, and I'm currently up about 35 cents on the trade. So again, it's not a break the bank type thing, but nonetheless, profiting again today on the long side of this market when it's overall looking pretty weak is always a nice thing. All right, right now, again, if we go to the indexes, folks, let's do a quick check. S&P's down a point, NASDAQ's down 13 points, Dow is down about 18 points on the day. So slight negative, but more flat than anything. And when it comes to the markets itself, all I care about is this area, the 140.90 on a closing basis, and obviously on an intraday basis, the pivot low from Friday is very, very important. Before I go into any more analysis here, I just want to wish everyone in the storm's path, Superstorm Sandy, I hope everyone's doing well. A lot of you guys probably do not have power right now, which is, again, I hope you all get it back, and I hope everyone's safe there. But truly an epic storm that closed the stock exchanges for the first time for 2 consecutive days since 1888, which is amazing in and of itself. So it tells you, the magnitude of the destruction and what was going on there with the storm surge, which is really what, did it in for everyone there. But going back to the markets, guys, again, spiders here pulling back just a tad off that little nice move above the 50 MA. 200 above it will be resistance. If you get through that, you're looking around the highs of the day. All right, stocks in motion today. One stock I'm holding on the long side with members here at InTheMoneyStocks.com as a swing trade is IBM. And again, we bought this last week at $191.25, so $191.25. The alert went out via the Research Center, Hot Charts and Alerts, which is part of the Research Center. By the way, you can get a 7-day free trial to the Research Center if you haven't tried us out before and see what it's all about. But bottom line is, just to give you an example, one trade that I gave out last week was to go long IBM at 191.25. Well, today the high on IBM, and just less than a week ago we gave this out, but today 196.41 was the high. So you're talking about over a 5-point move up in less than a week on IBM off the buy. It's pulled back a little, as you can see, off those highs. But bottom line is, we're in the driver's seat on this trade. Another profitable trade here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. All right. Couple weak stocks. What's weak out there? Well, Apple was very, very weak this morning, but has come back off the lows, as you guys can see. And this is good news for the market. The market needs to have Apple participating to the upside if it's going to bounce. I told my members last week that this week I kind of expect a neutral to slight positive bias going into the elections. I don't really think the market can sell drastically before the elections. Afterwards is a whole new ballgame. Then we'll reevaluate that. But before the elections, to see a heavy sell is kind of unlikely in my book. And I think, again, if Apple's stabilizing here, if you go to the daily chart on Apple, it continues to look like it hit the 200, that's support, maybe even a short-term bottoming tail right here, depending on where it closes today. And that, again, should dictate neutral to upside in the markets over the next few days. So, again, just something to kind of take note of there on the SPY and on the Apple chart here. Yes, Apple is down about $4.50, but it's well off the lows of the day. The low of the day today, 200 MA. Hit, which is support on the daily chart. All right. Next up, let's see what else we have here. Looking at Amazon. Amazon had that crazy reversal after earnings where the stock itself dropped after hours to about 205. Then during market hours the next day after earnings, it went up to about the 235 level, pulling back about $6 today or so to the 232 level. So again, kind of a wild move. I think you're still trying to adjust. The market's still trying to adjust to Amazon's earnings. Amazon earnings, again, they lost money like they always do, or they, most of the time they're neutral-ish on earnings, but the stock somehow still maintains a 100 PE or thereabouts. One of the few stocks out there to maintain a PE like that. So quite something there, to say the least. Goldman Sachs trading up very strong today. You can see Goldman Sachs up about $2.59. If I bring up the chart here, you can see again it's still hovering in the upper ranges, although pulling back just a little bit on the charts. All right, let me just scan through, see if there's anything else out there that's really moving. JPM's up 50 cents. It's a nice move there. Baidu reported earnings on Monday after the market closed. Even though the market wasn't open, they still reported earnings after when the market should have closed at 4. And you can see the stock today, the first day it's opening after earnings. They beat on earnings, but the key was they missed on revenue and guided down. So the stock obviously taking a hit here. If it falls, you'd look at a little bit of support right here. But aside from that, it's just kind of hovering. You can see choppy action. Probably will go with the market for the most part. All right. Exxon is up 32 cents. Chevron's down about $1.16. Remember, Chevron warned on earnings. And again, you can see it had a nice little gap up and then just collapsed. Really an epic collapse there on Chevron. Chevron support level right here was one of them, which you can see it actually pierced that level earlier today, and then it didn't quite get down to this secondary level, but right in there was your buy area between these two lines, and they both match up with pivots, very nice little pivots there on CVX. Alrighty, guys, I think I'm going to step aside, get back to trading with my elite group of traders in the intraday stock chat. I'm looking forward to having you guys come try us out. 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat if you're a day trader. If you're a research center member or more of a swing trader or investor, then the research center is for you. That's where you're going to get your swing trade alerts, your daily videos, market reports, and all the information you need to really excel as a trader. All right, guys, talk to you soon. Come join us here at InTheMoneyStocks.com.